So good afternoon, students. How are you all? Okay, then let's start our class. Today it's going to be a fun class, and at the same time you're also going to learn new things. Okay, so this time we will begin the class with a rhyme, where you find that small kids are going to describe themselves. Okay, shall we listen to them? First I will recite it for you, then you may repeat it. Is it all right? Okay. So the rhyme goes this way. Chubby cheeks, dimpled chin, rosy lips, teeth within, curly hair, very fair, eyes are blue, lovely too, teacher's pet, teacher's pet. Is that you? Is that you? Is that you? Yes, yes, yes. So will you repeat it? Okay. So repeat it. Chubby cheeks, dimpled chin, rosy lips.
Do it with action, children. Rosy lips, teeth within.
Curly hair, very fair.
Very fair.
Eyes are blue, lovely too. Teacher's pet, teacher's pet.
Is that you?
Is that you? Is that you? Yes, yes, yes. It's nice, isn't it? You saw that these kids were describing themselves. So if I ask you to describe yourself, how do you describe? These are very small kids. So they describe themselves how they appear. But how do you describe yourself? If someone asks you to describe yourself, how do you describe?
Can you talk about yourself, children? Can you tell us something about yourself?
Well, so for that, I will show you an incident, and looking at that, you can make up yours also. Is it all right? Okay. One day, the teacher enters into the classroom, and there, as soon as he enters, what happens? First thing is that students will all fall silent, and then they will greet the teacher. So, good morning, sir. Very good morning, students. How are you? Fine, sir. Well, my dear students, a new student, Ashok, has joined our school. Ashok, come here and introduce yourself. So the teacher has asked Ashok to come there and introduce. So let's see how Ashok will introduce himself there. So Ashok goes up to the teacher and turns to his friends and starts introducing himself. First thing is, he greets the students. Good morning, my dear friends. I'm Ashok.
He's a new student, children. So first he has to talk about his name. He has to give his name. He is new to that school. So he says, I'm Ashok. I'm from Karwar.
I'm from Karwar. I studied up to 6th standard in Government Primary School, Karwar. And there I always secured first place in my class.
So can you see, students, he is talking about himself. So this is also called description. When you talk about yourself, you are describing yourself. So when somebody says describe yourself, you also have to talk about yourself, what you do, where you're from. Okay, so we'll go on now.
Okay. So after he said all these things, the teacher asks, "Good Ashok, apart from studies, did you participate in school events?" "Yes, sir. Besides studies, I have interest in sports." "Which sport?" "I was a captain of volleyball team. We won the state level competition. I am also a good athlete." So here athlete means a person who is good with sports and other physical exercises. Very interesting. What are your hobbies, Ashok? I love listening to music and reading books.
What are hobbies, children? Do you know what hobbies are?
Hobbies are the activities which you do in your free time. So tell me, what are your hobbies?
One child can stand up and tell. Will you stand and tell? Any one child can stand and tell. Come on, tell me what your hobbies are. Yes, it can be listening to music. It can be singing,
Reading books,
reading books,
cooking,
drawing, not watching TV. Watching TV is not a hobby, okay children?
So that is not a hobby actually. Okay?
So here Ashok says listening to music and reading books are his hobbies.
So what did you understand about Ashok now? He's good at studies. He's a good athlete. Also, he doesn't waste time. So whenever he gets free time, he will either listen to music or read books. Okay? So the teacher says, I think we got a wonderful student. Tell us more about yourself, Ashok. So at this, Ashok says, I'm a very friendly and hard-working boy.
I like to make friends, he says. I like to have a lot of friends and I am hardworking. I am not lazy. I always work hard and do well in whatever I do.
So he likes to make more and more friends. And also he is a hard-working boy. He works very hard. You must see, right? He is also good at sports. He is good at studies. And he never wastes any moment in his free time. So this way he keeps working hard. So he is a hard-working boy, also a friendly boy, because he wants to make lots and lots of friends. So the teacher says, very good Ashok, please go and sit in your place. So it was a permission. So what did Ashok say for that? Thank you so much, sir. So did you understand now? Okay. So this time we will take up this conversation. Let us do it in turns. Let us both take part in this particular conversation. Okay? I will take the role of teacher. You can take the role of students.
Do you want to do that, children? Shall we tell ma'am, let her be the student? We'll be the teacher. Yeah,
Fine
okay?
then.
All right.
Yeah. Then I will take the role of student and also Ashok.
And
You
we'll be the
teacher.
teacher.
Is
Okay.
it all right? Okay. Good morning, sir.
Very good morning, students. How are you?
Fine, sir.
Well, my dear students, a new student Ashok has joined our school. Ashok, come and introduce yourself here.
Good morning, my dear friends. I am Ashok. I am from Karwar. I studied up to 6th standard in Government Primary School, Karwar. I secured first place in my class.
Very good, Ashok. Apart from studies, did you participate in sports events?
Yes, sir. Besides studies, I have interest in sports. I was the captain of the volleyball team. We won the state level competition. I am also a good athlete.
That's very interesting. What are your hobbies?
I love listening to music and reading books.
Oh, students, I think we got a wonderful student here. Tell us more about yourself, Ashok.
I like making friends. I'm a very friendly and a hard-working boy.
Very good, Ashok. Please go and sit in your place now.
Thank you so much, sir.
So, children, did you understand this conversation? What happened here? There's a new boy who comes to school and he is asked to introduce himself. How does the teacher ask him to introduce himself? Tell us about yourself. What are your hobbies? So when he talks about all this, he is describing himself. He is telling them about himself. Did you understand?
So when he is describing what he is doing, he is giving information about himself. What are the informations that you can make out here? He says that he studied up to 6th standard in government primary school. And where is it? Karwar. And also he is a bright student. How can we get to know about that? Can you tell me?
Come on, children, tell.
Yes, he secured first place in his class.
So that means he is a bright student.
And also, was he only good at studies? No, he was also good at sports. Which sports? It was volleyball. Also, he never wasted any free time. Whenever he could get free time, he used to do any of the two activities. What are the activities? Tell me.
Yes, children, correct. Listening to music and reading books.
Yes. So, when someone asks you to describe yourself, you have to tell all these things. Who you are, where are you from, which school you are studying, and finally, what are the things that you are interested in. Okay? So, will you be able to describe yourself? Then that is an assignment for you. You have to describe yourself in 4 sentences. So what are those sentences? Just 4 sentences. First thing is that comes to your mind is the name. So you have to fill these 4 blanks that shows that you have described yourself. First thing is I am dash. What do you write over there? You write your name. It can be I am Radha, I am Rajesh, I am Bhavya. So this way you write your name first. Then I am from which place. So the second one will be place. So which place you are from. It can be Mandya, Bidar, Gulbarga. So it can be any of these, or you can even specify from which place you are from. Chansandra. So it is the place. I am in which class?
And school.
Yes. So which class and school? So tell me, which class are you all in? Which standard? Exactly. So you write here as I am in 7th standard. I am interested in. So what are your interests? Reading, cooking.
Playing cricket. Right, children?
So all these are your interests.
So I am interested in, and you make a list of your hobbies there. So once you write all this, you are going to describe yourself. That is how you describe yourself.
So from now on, if someone asks you to describe yourself, do you know how to describe? Very good. So then, now if I describe something, will you be able to make out which thing I am describing? Right now you know how to describe yourself. Right now, after this, I'm going to tell you some of the description of some things. So will you be able to make out what it is?
We'll try, no children? Let's all try. Yes, come on.
Okay then. Look, I take people from place to place. I have many wheels and my doors slide open. I travel on a track. I whistle before I leave for the next place. Tell me, who am I?
Okay, some children have already got the answer. Shall I read it once again for you children? I take people from place to place. I have many wheels and my doors slide open. I travel on a track. I whistle before I leave for the next place. Who am I?
I whistle coo before I leave for the next place.
I travel on a track.
So these are the kind of clues that you have to look for. Fine, look at the picture. So tell me, who am I? Yes, you're right. I am a train. It was interesting, wasn't it?
So see children how the train has been described. We have spoken about the train. Looking at those lines, looking at that each sentence, you can make out that we are talking about a train. Shall we try some more now?
You like to? Okay. I am a place where boys and girls spend time 6 days a week. I am full of books and classrooms. Tell me, who am I? Tell me.
Let's read that once again. I am a place where boys and girls spend time 6 days a week. I am full of books and classrooms. Who am I?
So where do you spend? You're all boys and girls. Tell me, where do you spend 6 days of the week? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Where do you spend your time all these days, children?
You're right. Exactly correct. So I was speaking about school. It was interesting again, isn't it? Okay. Here goes. I'm square in shape. You cut me into slices. You eat me with butter and jam. I can be brown or white. You can have me for breakfast. Tell me, who am I?
Did you get it, children? I am square in shape. You cut me into slices. You eat me with butter and jam. I can be brown or white. You can have me for breakfast. You can have me for breakfast, see?
Any clue? Look at the picture and tell me. Yes. I was speaking about a loaf of bread.
So what's a loaf of bread, children?
It is the stack of bread which is cut into pieces.
Okay, it's called a loaf of bread. Very good.
Okay? So, enough, right? Shall we move on? Okay then, I will ask you one more. I am furry. My fur keeps you warm in winter. I live in a herd. I eat lots of grass. I'm not a goat. Who am I?
That means I have a lot of fur. My fur keeps you warm in winter. I live in a herd. I eat lots of grass. I'm not a goat. Who am I?
Any guess? So what lives in a herd and eats lots of grass?
And it gives its fur to us. We use it to keep warm in winter.
Did not get it?
No, I can see some children, they're telling the correct answer. Very intelligent.
Well, for those who could not get, look at the picture and tell me what it is. What was I speaking about? Yes, I am a sheep. So now you have learnt how to describe yourself. Also, you have learnt if someone describes a thing, you can get to know what thing they are speaking about. So now let me show you a story wherein you will learn to make a story by describing the scenes. So we'll be looking at the scenes, okay? And then you have to imagine the story on your own. Finally, we will show you the story. Then you tell me whether you had imagined it in the same way or not. So, first thing, look here, a palace. And then, palace means it was at the time of kings and queens, right?
Shall we ask the children to describe this picture? Now you all know how to describe things. Can you describe this picture, children? Tell us something about the picture. How many people can you see here?
Yes, 2 people. And what is the person doing over here? What is he holding? He's holding a megaphone.
What's a megaphone? Something that we use to announce. No, like a mic. Okay.
So he is using megaphone to announce something. What is he planning to announce, or what is he announcing?
You can see a board there, children. Can you read what is written on the board?
Read it.
What does it say? The Fool of the Year contest. Given 5,000 gold coins. What do you think that is? The Fool of the Year contest. Given 5,000 gold coins. What's a contest? Do you know what a contest is? Yes, children, it's a competition. So, somebody is conducting this competition, the Fool of the Year. Who will be given 5,000 gold coins? Yes, the person who wins that contest or competition will be given 5,000 gold coins.
So who is announcing this? I told you it was in the time of kings and queens by looking at the palace. So who is announcing this?
Is that man in the blue shirt announcing it? Is he going to give 5,000 gold coins? No, very good. Who's going to give 5,000 gold coins to the winner? Yes, children, only the king. Only the king is going to give 5,000 gold coins. You know, in olden days, when the king wanted to announce something in the kingdom, he would send his messengers. So these are the messengers of the king, and they are announcing to everybody in the kingdom.
So what is the contest? It is the Fool of the Year contest. Alright? I'm looking at a man here. Raman always won the contest.
Oh, so this is about
Raman.
Tenali Raman. Right.
So this person is Tenali Raman.
So now you got a clue about the story. The story is about Tenali Raman. Correct.
So who will be the king I was speaking? It was King Krishnadevaraya.
Tenali Raman lived in the court of King Krishnadevaraya.
So Raman used to always win contest. So here we find Raman. So he used to win the contests whenever they were being held. Okay, look at this carefully. Did you see something? Tenali Raman was pushed into a room by this man here, and who shut the door? This man has shut the door. Why did he do that? Because Raman used to win all the competition. This person was very jealous about that. So
he didn't want Raman to take part in the competition.
So
what did he do?
He pushed Raman through a door and locked the door.
So let's see what happens next. Now Raman is struggling to open the door, and finally he opened the door and came out of the room.
With great difficulty. Why? Because it was locked from outside. He had to break open the door to be free.
What does he do next?
He will go to the king. So who is sitting on the throne now? It is the king. What was his name? We came across the name. What was it? Yes, it was King Krishnadevaraya. Raman reached the court late. So, king asks Raman, Raman, why are you late? Raman, why are you late? So, this shows that Raman reached the court very late after the contest. Right? Yes. So Raman replies, Your Majesty, I was searching for 100 gold coins. See, he did not complain on that courtier. Instead, he said, Your Majesty, I was searching for 100 gold coins. At this, the king says, if you had participated in the contest, you would have won the prize money and you could have solved your problem.
So the king says, oh, why should you need not have bothered. You should have come and taken part in the competition. You would have won the prize money and you would have solved all your problems. Now let's see what Raman says.
Raman says, I am a fool. I should have taken part in the competition.
Oh, I'm such a fool, he says.
At this, the king says, yes, Raman, you're the greatest fool I've ever seen. So at this, hearing this, Raman was really happy. Why? Because what was the competition, students?
Yes, the Fool of the Year contest.
So who is the greatest fool? It was Tenali Rama, right? The king called Tenali Rama the greatest fool.
What does that mean?
Who has won the competition?
Yes. Very good.
Raman. So, Raman happily acknowledges that I have won the contest. So, what should the king do then? He has to
give the money, reward money to Tenali Raman. Did you understand the story now, children? Okay, very good. All this time we described some scenes and we gave you some clues. Now we'll try and tell the story from the beginning properly. So look how the story begins.
So one day, Krishnadevaraya made an announcement about the Fool of the Year contest and the winner should be given 5,000 gold coins. Krishnadevaraya made an announcement about the Fool of the Year contest and the winner would be given 5,000 gold coins. But the trouble was, Raman always won the contest.
Whenever any contest was held, Raman used to win that contest. Let's see what happens next.
Other courtiers felt jealous of him. So they thought that Raman should not enter into the competition. So they took Raman to a room and locked the door from outside. But Raman broke open the door and came out.
The king was about to announce the name of the winner.
So Raman reached the palace after the contest. And the name of the winner was about to be announced by the king. The king saw that Raman was late. So he inquired, Raman, why are you late? Your Majesty, I was searching for 100 gold coins. If you had participated in the contest, you would have won the prize money and you could have solved your problem. I am a fool, Your Majesty, for not taking part in the competition. You're the greatest fool I've ever seen. That means I have won the contest.
So if you have called me the greatest fool, that means I am the winner of the contest.
because the name of the winner was not yet announced. It was about to be announced. So by then the king himself called Tenali Raman as the greatest fool. So this way, who won the contest? Yes, it was Tenali Raman. So he says, that means I have won the contest. And this way Raman won the reward money for the Fool of the Year contest. So what was the prize money? It was 5,000 gold coins. So this way Raman was able to turn the unfavorable situation into his favorable situation, and he also won 5,000 gold coins, the reward money for the contest.
Did you understand the story, children? Did you like it? Was it interesting? Okay, I have a question for you now. Now you have learned how to describe yourself, how to describe many other things, right? So now I will describe something for you. You have to try to identify that. What is it? And you have to call up. Will you listen carefully? I'm going to describe something to you now. I'm a big box. I can talk. I can show you many images and entertain you. Who am I? Did you understand that? I'm a big box. I can talk. I can show you many images and entertain you. Who am I? I give you 4 options. A suitcase, a TV, a photo frame, a cupboard. Okay? You should call up now when the class gets over and give me the correct answer. Okay, children? Okay, thank you, children.